Have you ever felt like you've lost time? Not just forgetting where you put your keys, greater than but a real, tangible chunk of your day just gone. What if I told you that someone, or something, could steal those hours, greater than folding them like laundry to create a reality that never was? Welcome to the Mythic Catalogue, greater than where today we open the entry for a truly unsettling entity, greater than the father of 3 nights. Our story begins with a man drowning in grief and legal battles. He's a single father, recently divorced, and now his ex-wife is dead. When questioned, his story is simple, unshakable. He was home all night. He played with his daughter, tucked her into bed, and fell asleep on the couch. A tragic, but straightforward, alibi. Contradiction, GPS evidence. But technology, as it often does, tells a different story. His phone's GPS paints a picture of a man far from home. It places him at a dimly lit bar across town, greater than a place he swears he's never been. Data shows he ordered a drink that sat untouched, greater than the condensation forming a perfect ring on the dark wood. The jukebox logs show a song played on his account, a melancholic tune he doesn't even recognize. Doubt and daughter's testimony greater than for the investigators. It's an open and shut case of a liar caught in a digital web. Yet, there's one voice that cuts through the noise of data and suspicion. His daughter's. She's the only other person who was there. She looks the officers in the eye, her small face a picture of certainty, and insists, greater than Daddy was home. He read me a story and sang me to sleep. Greater than her testimony is unwavering, a beacon of love and trust in a storm of doubt. Scrapbook discovery, symbolic identifier greater than. This is where our Mythic Catalogue entry truly begins to unfold. The symbolic identifier for the father of 3 nights is the chrono-split scrapbook. Greater than in the daughter's room, investigators find this scrapbook. It's filled with drawings and photos, a typical childhood collection. But as they flip through the pages, a disturbing pattern emerges. 3 houses. Fracture begins greater than. There aren't just pictures of their one home. There are drawings of 3 different houses, greater than, each with a slightly different front door. Crayon sketches of 3 different bedrooms, each with her bed positioned in a unique corner. 3 beds, 3 houses, 3 separate dreams, all documented as if they were one and the same. Emotional cycle. Denial to collapse. The emotional cycle of this myth is a devastating spiral. It starts with denial. The father denies the GPS data, clinging to his memory of a quiet night in. The investigators deny the daughter's story, dismissing it as a child's coached fantasy. Then comes trust. The daughter's absolute faith in her father is the emotional core. She trusts her memory. She trusts him. This trust is the fulcrum upon which the entire timeline teeters. But then, the fracture begins. The scrapbook reveals the inconsistencies. How can one little girl sleep in 3 different beds on the same night? The investigators start to question not just the father's alibi, but the very fabric of reality they're investigating. Revelation. Time manipulation. This leads to the revelation. Someone, or something, has manipulated time itself. They haven't just created a lie. They've created an entirely new past, borrowed hours from other nights, other places, stitched together to create a seamless, yet false, alibi. The father wasn't lying, and neither was the daughter. They were both living in a timeline that had been carefully, maliciously edited. Entity naming. Alibi weaver, and daughter of the folded day. Greater than the name for this entity? The alibi weaver. And its most precious creation? The daughter of the folded day. A child whose entire reality is built upon a foundation of stolen moments. Collapse. Truth and identity. The final stage is collapse. When the truth is revealed, the father's world doesn't just crumble. It ceases to have ever existed in the way he understood it. His memory of being a good father, of being home, is now a counterfeit. The daughter's trust is shattered, not by a lie, but by a truth far more terrifying, that the safety of her home was an illusion, woven from threads of time by an unseen hand. Ritual. Scattered Ashes, the father of 3 nights, is not just a man, he's a paradox. A living ghost occupying a space he was never in, vindicated and damned in the same breath. The Mythic Catalogue provides a ritual, a warning for those who feel time slipping away. It's called the Ritual of Scattered Ashes. Greater than you take a page from a scrapbook, a memory you hold dear, and burn it at dusk. As the embers glow, you whisper the name of someone you trust completely. Then, you watch the ashes. If they settle gently or drift in one direction, your timeline is secure. But if the ashes scatter in 3 distinct directions, beware. It's a sign that your reality has been tampered with, that an alibi weaver may be at work in your own life, folding your days and rewriting your history without you ever knowing. Those moments of déjà vu, the strange feeling of being in a place you've never visited, the memories that feel slightly off, are they just tricks of the mind? Or are they the faint seams left behind by an alibi weaver? The lingering scent of smoke from a history that was burned and rewritten? The father of 3 nights serves as a chilling reminder that the most concrete thing we have, our past, might be the most fragile of all. Our memories are not records etched in stone, but stories written on pages that can be torn out, replaced, and rearranged until the truth is nothing more than a forgotten draft. So the next time you look back on a memory, ask yourself, is it truly yours? Or was it placed there by someone else? Thank you for diving into the Mythic Catalogue with me today. If you found this story as unsettling and fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more entries from the archives. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had an experience that made you question your own timeline. Stay curious and be careful whose memories you trust.